Yeah. Recently, recently, I would say within the last week, we got this rapper. Is he still a rapper? What's his name? Lil Xan. Lil Xan. Hey, listen. Before these comments, I wasn't familiar with him either. But anyway, Lil Xan, the rapper, if he is still a rapper, he apparently did an interview, and the interviewer decided to ask him. It's like, hey, about his personal opinions, what he thought about Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Tupac Amaru Shakur. Yes, Machiavelli the Don. That Tupac. You know what I'm saying? And they basically asked him, on the clout scale. I did not even know there was a clout scale. So, thank you very much to that person that made the word and the term clout relevant today in the mainstream media. Anyway, the interviewer asked Lil Xan, basically, what he thought about Tupac. On a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate Tupac on the clout scale? Whatever that is. And Lil Xan said, I'll give Tupac a 2, which is cute. He was just like, Tupac's boring. He didn't do anything for me, which is fine. And like I said, before those statements, I had no idea who Lil Xan was. I still don't know who he is. You know what I'm saying? But okay, you know what I'm saying? And I really don't have a problem with that. Whatever. Okay. And apparently Lil Xan is like 21 years of age, and I'm hearing that and I'm thinking about it like, wow, what year is this? It's like, yo, you weren't even alive when Tupac was really popping in the 90s. But that's beside the point. A personal opinion is a personal opinion. That's the way that I see it. I'm not going to look too deep into it like, oh, they were trying to set him up or something like that. It's like, I'm not going to look too deep into that. Okay, whatever. He said what he said. And apparently, based on based on Lil Xan's statement, a lot of people he's received a lot of public backlash in regards to these statements that he made in regards to Tupac. Celebrities, among others, of course. You could look it up online if you would like to do that, if you have internet access. If you don't have internet access, go to your local library. Now, I've done it. Now, he's gotten a lot of crap over this. And, when I first heard the statements, I was just like, who? Just like you, or some of you. Who's Lil Xan? I was like, yo, who's Lil Xan? Yo, fam, who's Lil Xan? What is that? What is that? The new slang for Xanax? Lil Xanax? Lil Xanax for before your show, huh? Lil Xanax before your performance? Before you go on stage, huh? Lil Xanax? Yeah, Lil Xan. Okay. But anyway, I don't know. I don't care. So, so he's gotten a lot of public backlash about those statements. You know what I'm saying? People blasting him about it. The Breakfast Club blasted him about it. He got Donkey of the Day, I think, for those statements, something like that. I mean, that's cool and all. That's entertaining and all. Because I think he is a West Coast rapper. I believe him to be a West Coast rapper. And of course, Tupac, he basically, at some point in his early life, he migrated out west, even though originally he is from the East Coast. He's from Brooklyn. He went to the Baltimore School of Performing Arts, with Jada Pinkett Smith, big ups to both of them. So, that's cool and all that. But, I mean, anyway, I don't want to digress just yet. Like I said, it's a personal opinion. It's a personal opinion. Me personally, I have no problem with it. Whatever you decide, whatever you say, whatever you think, whatever you feel about somebody, okay, that's what you do. As long as you don't go crazy, as long as you're not mad, disrespectful, or anything like that, which I don't think he has done that. I've seen him recently on media platforms, and he's, he's been basically stating, because he recently did a public meet and greet in California. I don't know if it was Los Angeles, but it was in California. He did a public meet and greet recently, and he was telling people, he was like, yo, all this stuff's online because lucky us, we live in the damn future now. He was basically talking about, he was like, hey, listen, Tupac is a legend. He was like, Tupac is a legend. He's been saying that. I don't know if somebody encouraged him to say that on his team, but, I'm just saying that's what he said, and that's fine because I do agree with him. I put somebody like Tupac Shakur in the same class of a Bob Marley, like a Jimi Hendrix, just legend. And I know I'm just talking about black artists right now. That wasn't by design. But anyway, um, so he was talking about, yeah, at the at this public meet and greet, he was talking about, yeah, Tupac's a legend. And it's like, okay, he's talking to people, interacting with people, and all this stuff. At the public meet and greet, there was one. Apparently, there was a kid that was like 16 years of age that stepped to him. Was trying to see him. This is the new and improved Mr. Young Cash Me Outside, talking about Xan, see me outside, based on his statements that Lil Xan made about Tupac. I mean, okay. And no, they did not go outside and do anything like that. And then, oh, geez. But then there was something else recently, how very recently, where apparently Xan was like, he requested a police escort because there were like at least 20 people outside of some spot where he was at that are huge on Tupac, and they were trying to jump him. So he requested a police escort. And some people are giving him crap about that. Now I look at it like this, like, look, if you don't have your own personal security force, you might want to have police. You know what I'm saying? You might want to have police, you know what I'm saying? Watch your back. You're a public figure. You're a celebrity, right? You might want to have police protect you. The smarter ones either have a dope security force and or police. You just got to be smart about that one. You know what I'm saying? All that street credibility and all that crap they be talking, they don't know what they're talking about. That's why they still broke and they don't go nowhere and do in life. Like I said, as far as Lil Xan's statements about Tupac, I have no problem with it. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And it takes me back to the 1990s, because I'm thinking about it like, you know what? When Tupac was alive, it's not like each and everybody liked Tupac or was in love with Tupac as a person or his music or Tupac on television or Tupac in movies. Everybody wasn't on top of Tupac. Everybody didn't love Tupac. You know what I'm saying? So how crazy of a statement could that be today for somebody to make, even if they weren't alive when Tupac was popping? I don't really care about that. You know what I'm saying? He says what he says. That's how he feels. No problem. And it's not like he's continuously being disrespectful towards Tupac. It's not like he's on a, Tupac tour. You know what I'm saying? Saying, Tupac heavily, he's just like, he said what he said in that one interview, because the interviewer presented him with a question. That's what he said. That's how he feels. Okay, I have no problem with that personally whatsoever. Nothing like that. Of course, but you know how human beings are. You know how people are. People go crazy. That's right. People go crazy. It's like, come on, chill out. Let homie live real quick. It's like, so what? So what? And like initially when I heard the statements, I'm like I said, I'd never heard of the dude. So I'm like, well, oh, and he's a rapper. He's a rapper, right? He's a rapper? Is he a rapper? Okay, we'll figure that out eventually. So I'm like, okay, so you're a rapper, right? Okay, well, let me hear some of your music. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, because I give everybody a chance. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that. That's how I live. That's how I do business in life, So I give everybody a chance. So I listen to some of his music, some of his songs. His songs are not the best thing that I've ever heard, but they're also not the worst, But did I mention they're not the best? It's like, I'm not going to say they suck, because no, they don't necessarily suck. It's not the best thing I've ever heard. So it's like, okay, and, I peep him. He's got a style. He's got his little melodies, he's got some lyrics that, he has some lines and some lyrics that I'm listening to. And I'm like, okay, that's a little clever. Okay, nicely done. Because you know what I'm saying? I pay attention to lyrical content. I'm listening to what you're saying, especially when it comes to, hip hop and rap music. I'm listening to what you're saying. So you better say something good. So, he got some lines in some of his songs. I'm like, okay, buddy, okay, I could live with that. I could deal with that. But overall, hey, that's up to you. That's up to you. Who cares about my opinion when you have public opinion? But his stuff isn't terrible. It's not the worst thing that I've ever heard, and his music has nothing to do with it. It's all about his personal opinion, right? People aren't crapping about him, because, you said that in your music. No, they're crapping on him because he is who he is. He seems to be right now. and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But one of his interactions, a few of his interactions actually during his meet and greet in Cali, he was saying that, when he was talking about, hey, Tupac's a legend, he was like, listen, the media twisted my words up. Somebody might have told him to say that also. You know what I'm saying? As far as as far as public appeal is concerned, but that made me think about something, whether this was his idea or somebody else's. Lil Xan actually makes a very valid point, and I think a lot of people should be able to relate and understand this quite clearly. He's absolutely right. The media manipulates and twists so many words, so many statements, so much dialogue that it is crazy to me. It's like, come on, I've seen it firsthand in person as a kid, teenager. I'm like, yo, really? Like, he's right. The media, because they have the media doesn't necessarily have a story to tell. They have a story to sell. That's what a lot of people got to understand about how the media works, how a lot of media personalities do business, how a lot of media platforms do business. They have a story to sell, And Charlamagne the God said it recently, but he's not the first person to say it, and it is absolutely true. Lies, a lot of times when it comes to stories, lies are so much more interesting and entertaining than the actual truth. I think a lot of media personalities live by that. I think a lot of people that work in the media live by that. You know what I'm saying? Because they want people to read to read the articles, to read the paper, to read their magazines. We live in the future now, right? Okay, go online, look at it online, listen to it online, watch it online. Just get into the story. You know what I'm saying? We're looking for likes. We're looking for views. This is what we're looking for right now in the future, because we live in the future. I told people this when I was a kid. It's like, this is the future, okay? So it is not, it is not a far-fetched tale to believe that the media do this, because they absolutely do this. And, when Lil Xan said that about the media twisting his words, it actually made me think about this song that Eminem dropped. Yes, Eminem, the rapper, that dropped a long time ago. The song I Am, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you say I am. If it wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news. Yo, Eminem's one of my favorite rappers of all time. Let me just get to the point. Eminem wasn't talking crap. Eminem was not making up stories. This is not a fairy tale, and this song came out, what, like 1999? 1999, you know what I'm saying? Eminem was saying this back then in a track, when he was talking about, and he was, how Eminem is, he's very descriptive in his lyrics. And he was talking about, and even in the video, he's talking about basically going on radio shows, doing interviews, and how like a lot of the media personalities just make him want to just tear their heads off, because of how they deal with him, how they interact with him, like how they, the questions that they ask him, and like the stuff that they try to do, in order to encourage or motivate him to do something stupid or say something stupid or just be crazy or wild. And I think that's super duper whack, So what Lil Xan was saying about the media is not far-fetched at all. He was not telling any stories. He was not making something up. This was not well, it was a freestyle, but still, you know what I'm saying? So big ups to Lil Xan on that. I think people need to relax on that. Okay, he made a statement. That's how he personally feels about Tupac. I have no problem with it. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. But I think people, give Lil Xan a chance. You know what I'm saying? But people, you know how people are. Hey, you know how us human beings are. We just gotta get on you. Why? Because a lot of us have very miserable lives that we will never, ever be satisfied with. So that's how people do things, we get together, we jump on the same bed. Well, maybe y'all do, not me. You jump together on the same bandwagon and you crap on one person just simply because it seems like to be the thing to do right now. All the cool kids are doing it, right? Well, the cool kids suck through a crazy straw, the way that I see it, and the way that I've always seen it since childhood, since birth. And that's pretty much it. And that's all I've got to say. If you have any comments or questions, anything, something like that, you want to say, yo, put it in the description box below, because apparently there's still a description box below that you might want to comment on. I'm going to do what I can do for the videos, as always, because who else is going to do it? I don't have a staff yet. And that's pretty much it. Just let me know what you think. If you think. That's all. If you think.